be lots of different activities and things that we will be doing and working on as well, that will require you logging into some free Web 2.0 tools. Some of you teachers that are listening as well, you'll be able to see and just see how easy, and they're all free that we're using tonight, so you can use them within lessons and future revision lessons in the run up to the students' exam. Hopefully you've all been given a number of school. If not, don't worry too much if you don't know what number you are, just due to the amount of perhaps students that will be in each school and accessing things. I've set quite a few different pages up for them to work on when we do some online stuff, just so that the productivity doesn't diminish or anything like that when we are working that. So we'll press on, and like Lee said, if you've got any problems or any questions, pop them in the chat box and I'll try and respond to them as and when we work through the PowerPoint. There'll be a couple of occasions throughout the PowerPoint where I'll set tasks and questions, and then I'll give time limits, or give you specific periods of time to answer and complete the questions, and then we'll push back on. Obviously we're all working, there'll be lots of students working at different abilities and at different speeds, but I'll keep you posted as to what we're going to do and how we're going to work and manage that. Anywhere throughout the session, and I'm sure your teachers, when they hand you this document, you see one of the QR codes. You will be able to use that QR code either on your smartphone or tablet or anything that you may have with a QR reader. If you scan it, that will take you to some online videos on YouTube, and it will take you to lots more different revision resources that you can use to best prepare you for your exam. Also, we'll be using, like Lee said, Socrative. I can see some of us already have logged into the room. If you want to do that now, go on to socrative.com and log into room 79136 using the student login. You can prepare yourself ready for when we do that. I can see on my screen at the moment we've got 42 in there, but we'll revisit that when we come to the first Socrative task. Okay then, moving on to the first topic, influences, and there's lots of different factors that affect the physical activity that we do. I want you guys to have a go at listing what you think the different influences are that may affect your participation in physical activity. I'm going to give you about 1:30 to get that done using my timer down the bottom. It's 16:05 now, so if I give you a minute 30, have a go at listing the 6 different influences on physical activity. If you want to change your status to a green tick as well, just to indicate and let me know when you've finished that task, we'll perhaps go with the majority and we'll press on from there. Yep, I'll put my mic back on just so none of you get worried that the sound's gone or anything. There will be times, obviously, when I set questions that I'm going to go silent, where I want to hand that activity time over to yourselves and the students for them to get that done. I'll give you about another perhaps 30 seconds, but yeah, once you've completed the task and you've got signals from your students, use the status and change that to a green tick, please. No, Tedlington School, the answers are not supposed to go on Socrative or anything yet. As soon as we're going to do a Socrative task, I'll ask you. You should have a copy of the PowerPoint slides with you. If not, you can just work on paper. Another 10 seconds or so. Alright then, so what influences might affect your choice? You can mark them down now. So it's cultural, health and well-being, image, people, socio-economic, and resources. And all the different factors affect our participation in physical activity. Age, it affects our body and it limits us to perhaps what we can do. Gender and disability, obviously if we're wheelchair bound and things, we're not going to be able to do specific, be able to take part in specific sports like an able-bodied person. There's different religious beliefs that prevent people from getting involved in physical activity, so it's really important to understand and know for your exam what the different factors are. Injury and illness linked to health and well-being. The media and fashion obviously promotes participation within physical activity. We've got people, socio-economic and resources. So friends, families, role models can influence and get you involved in trying out sports that perhaps you haven't done just because your friends or your family are. Socio-economic, so things like cost to do activities. If you are short on money or you don't come from a privileged background, you might not have as much money to go actually and do specific sports. Things like motor car racing and things, that takes a lot of money to actually be able to do something like that. And then resources is the massive one, where availability, access, location and time is paramount to being able to take part in activity. Next little task then that I want you to do, see if we know them. I want you to have a go at filling in the blanks. If you've got the worksheet, you can work directly onto that. If you don't, just work on some scrap paper that you've got, but have a go at filling in the different parts of the 6 different factors that affect physical activity. You can see from my one there that there's some words missing, acts as prompts. If you want to clear your statuses again, I'll give you around 1:30 to get that task done and change your status to a green tick once you have got the majority of students completed.